Welcome to Design Connection Tutorials. In this video, we will show you how to manage your email preferences for community digests and other notifications. When first joining a community, you will set your digest preferences. A digest is a summary of Design Connection information sent to you through email. Let's take a look at each of these options. The Daily Consolidated Digest includes a comprehensive view of all community activity from the previous day into one email notification. You can choose to include or not include this community activity for this digest. The Weekly Consolidated Digest is an email that includes all community activity from the previous week. Again, you can choose if you want to include or not include this activity. And finally, the Discussion Digest. This option sends you separate emails about discussions happening in any of your community groups. You can opt in to receive a daily summary or a real-time discussion digest in order to fully engage. The frequency of receiving digest emails is completely up to you. At any time, you can decide to change how many digest emails you receive. That is an easy fix. You will need to navigate to your profile's community group notification settings. This is where you can make those changes. You can get there in one of two ways. First, from any community group, click Settings, then click Manage Notifications. This will take you directly to the community group notifications page. Or you can go to your profile. Click the My Account tab, then select Community Group Notifications from the drop-down menu. On the Community Group Notifications page is where you can change and update features for your digests and discussion emails, and even set up these emails to go to a different email address. If you are receiving weekly digests, you can choose what day you receive them. Select the day option from the drop-down menu. For either the daily or weekly digests, you can change the email where you receive community group emails. Some users prefer them to go to their personal email address instead, especially if your work email is the primary address in your ASID member account. Simply click Change or Add Override Addresses and enter the required information. Something to note, this does not affect or change your login information for Design Connection. It only changes your email notifications. At the bottom of the list, you can modify how often you are receiving discussion emails or digests. Toggle Yes if you want to automatically receive them, or No Email if you are already opted in to a digest on the right. For each community group, you can check off if you want to include the community in your daily or weekly digests. Remember, a consolidated digest combines content from all of your community groups into one email. Or, if you prefer to receive separate emails for a community group, you can also opt in to Daily Digest or Real Time. Select No Email if you don't want these separate emails. Let's transition to talking about non-digest messages. These messages include reminders like contact requests or when you have been mentioned in a discussion post. These types of messages will always go to your Design Connection profile inbox. You will see when you have a notification because, like other social media platforms, there will be a little red number in the corner on top of your profile photo. To view your notifications, head to your inbox by clicking that photo and selecting Inbox from the drop-down menu. Any unread messages will show in bold font with a number in the left column. Here's an example of a member's inbox. You'll see they have notifications for a friend request, a mention in a discussion post, and a notification that someone has commented on a thread they posted earlier. As mentioned earlier, notifications like these will always go to your Design Connection inbox, but the default setting also sends them to your email as well. If you do not want to receive these notifications in your email, no worries. You can turn them off by going to your profile and clicking the My Account tab. Then select the Email Preferences option on the drop-down menu. Here, you can again change the email address for email notifications and the frequency of communications. Below, you can toggle the Yes/No option for each type of email communication. Be sure to review what is included in each type before deciding if you like to receive Design Connection notifications for that email. Sometimes it helps to be reminded by email to hop back onto the platform to engage, but the choice is yours. If you keep participation email notifications on, you will start getting emails in real time for new comments in a discussion or other posts you have created or replied to. This is because once you participate and engage, the follow function is automatically triggered, shown by the shaded blue star at the top of the content page. If these emails are coming too often and you would like to turn them off for a specific thread, you will need to unfollow the thread. You can do this in one of two ways. One way is to click on the shaded blue star at the top of the content. Once you do that and the star is unshaded, this indicates you are now unfollowing this thread. Another way is going from a real-time email you received. Click the prompt at the bottom of the email to unfollow the content. If you ever want to go back and refollow content posts again, or possibly follow a post that you want to refer to later on, all you need to do is click the follow star at the top of the page and you are back in. To learn more about features in Design Connection, review one of our other tutorials or the FAQs list in the Help Center. Happy connecting!